Man, I look like butter. I sound like butter. I'm sorry I just woke y'all up with that buttery, sultry voice that I have, man. Everybody can't be butter. You know why? Because, with butter make people better. Butter can hurt people. Butter attracts bread. I mean, I try to tell people all the time, if everybody had butter, then there would be no margarine. Because then they'll be like, I can't believe there's not butter. But we're not going to talk about that right now. Y'all are tuned into the world's greatest podcast where all the baddies like to come through with the best host in the entire universe. Yeah, I'm self-promoting because if I don't, who going to do it for me? Y'all tuned in to Talk Ain't Cheap podcast. And I got a very special guest with me. Very amazing young woman. We're in her office. That's how I know this job culture is amazing. I'll let her introduce herself.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Kendall, shot by a K97. Let me stop.
Shot by a K97. You shoot people?
I do a little of this, a little bit of that.
You a killer?
Don't get hurt.
Don't get hurt? What? I mean, some people like pain. There's pain and pleasure sometimes.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what's going on? Why are we here right now? Because usually how I do my show is that, I'd be like, yo, name this episode. Mm-hmm. And then we just go from there. So if you have something in mind that's right, that you would like to name this episode, just go for it.
What do you mean names? Like a subject for...
Anything. I have an episode called I'm a Whore and I Know It. I have an episode called There's Glitter in Her Cum. I got an episode.
What kind of episodes you be having? What?
I could be crass if I want to. I have an episode called Black Patriots. Mm-hmm. It's about Black Patriot fans and how they feel like if you're a Black Patriot fan, you love white women and you don't respect your brother and
what?
You like mayonnaise on your sandwich. It's crazy. I have a bunch of episodes. I have about 60 unreleased episodes.
Okay.
I have an episode called It's Not You, It's Her, Bro.
Right.
So what would you want to name and title this episode?
So since we here, I guess we could touch on Black businesses and putting niggas on and talking about uplifting the community. Since we here, why not?
So what you want to call this episode?
Shit. Fuck. What's a good episode for the name? What's a good episode name?
She said shit. Fuck.
Am I not allowed to curse on this podcast?
Yeah, of course.
It's PG or
no? It's whatever we want.
Okay. Cool. With my boys, with my brothers. I don't know. That's corny. Is that corny?
with my boys, with my brothers?
With my brothers, yeah.
I'm with it. Let's do it. We're going to call this episode With My Brothers, right? So, right now, we are in a crazy space right now. With you, I don't think people really know who you are. So brag about yourself. Self-promote.
Oh, I am not a bragger. I am a humble child.
It's hard to do.
I am such a humble child. I work in silence. But my name is Kendall. I am a videographer, graphic designer, motion graphic animator. I work for the number one radio station in the country, Hot 97.
Number one?
Number one. Is it not number one? Am I bugging?
Hot 97.
Who's fucking with Hot 97 right now?
105.
105 number 3. Let's talk about it.
Man, everybody number 10 to me if they don't put me on their show. That's how I feel. If they don't put me on their station never gonna be what it needs to be.
Straight like that.
Straight like that. We self-promoting. Okay, animator, designer. You do a lot of people's flyers too. Mm-hmm. You kind of are the new wave designer Don. I think that's no disrespect to you.
I love him though. Yeah.
You are the new. You're ushering this new wave of graphic designers, branders, marketers, etc., etc. Especially when it comes to the party scene. Mm-hmm. You kind of went from a 2D, I guess you would consider a flyer, base flyer, to taking it to visuals and videos and stuff like that. And you really changing the game. No cap.
Thank you.
So I have to, it's only right I come to Hot 97, come kick it with you and show you this love because I don't think people celebrate you enough for the work that you are doing. I'm into this space that you gotta celebrate people while they're still around, right? Because you never know what could happen. Mm-hmm. So talk about how you even got into that. How did you fall into all of those things that you're doing, with the visuals and stuff like that?
So I came to college, and before I even bought a camera, I was just joining mad organizations just to get myself involved because my goal was to leave college with a skill.
Fair.
I didn't even know if I was going to graduate or not. I just was as long as I leave college and I know what I want to do with the rest of my life, then I feel like I've succeeded. So the first org that I joined was USG, which is the United States government.
And this is at what institution?
This is Buffalo State.
Shout out to Buff State, man.
Shout out Big Buff State.
The Bengal gang. Cleus is honorary Buff State. You know the vibes. Class of 2012, 2017, depending on who you ask. You know the vibes, man. Big things only. Shout out to State, man.
Buff State coming up.
Oh, most definitely.
But yeah, so joined USG, became a senator. what else was I on? I was RHA president, Residence Hall Association president for Tower One. Then I became the president of the whole organization. And then after that, I felt like I wanted to document my college experience. So I literally took my phone. I think I had like an iPhone 6 at the time. I saw the
You were on the iPhone for a hot minute. You were.
Definitely was. I had like this the time lapse feature. I took that. I recorded every event. I had the little iMovie app and put them together. And I was like, you know what? I could really do this, you know? So I worked all summer, invested, and bought a camera. And from there, it was like boom, boom, boom.
It's been a movie ever since.
Yeah, like I think my very first client was CSO, Current Students Organization, because I was a dancer for that. And as soon as they saw me with the camera, they was like, yo, I want a video. I was like, all right, bet. I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. But I shot a video. And then from there, everybody kept on coming to me. So that's how that came up.
So you want to know what's crazy? I found out about you from Nikita. Nikita was like me, and like people. Nikita will never give me credit, but Nikita like my little mentee. I don't care what she said. I'm not gonna take credit for her successes, but I've always just made sure like Nikita, I seen something in her from the first moment I met her, just off of her work ethic. Yeah. And she has this like uncanny ability to put together really good teams. Like she might not be a team player, but she has the ability to recognize greatness in people and put them in teams. So she was like, yo, this girl is definitely dope. Like she's gonna be up. Like she's very, like I always say like this, if you can't be used, then you're useless.
Useless, yeah, that's a fact.
So you can be utilized. So she's like, yo, she's dope, and she ain't got no camera. She's doing this on the iPhone. Ironically, you kind of remind me of another creative. It goes by the name of Devontae. D. Preston. He was, we called him Mr. 10K in Buffalo. He used to take pictures off an iPhone 4, edit them and put them on. And it was dope. Fire. Immaculate. Everything that he put out was like going for like 1,000 likes. And this is back when Instagram was just starting up. So with you kind of like took what I had and worked with it. Yeah, all the way. Because it's not about what you have. It's not about the equipment. It's what you do with it. You know, you can have like $1,000 camera. You could have a $20 camera and still make fire photos. It's about your mind. You know, as long as you can envision it and imagine it, it can happen. That's true. Yeah. That's true. And I think that's just when it comes to us in our communities. Because we come from little or not with a lot of resources, we're kind of forced to take what we have and go with it.
Right.
Like, this whole podcast, like, this setup was really, like, something that I really invested a lot into, but it wasn't a lot of money. Like, I put, like, a lot of energy, effort, et cetera, et cetera. Like, I had this whole setup for, like, 6 years.
Really?
And I just started using it.
Well, so, like the number, yeah.
So, that to me is kind of crazy. It's a testament to what kind of woman you are and what kind of talent you are. So then what happened after that? So how did you learn how to do the skill on the iPhone, and then what happened? You're like, okay, what?
After I got the iPhone, upgraded to the camera, I started doing little shoots around campus, and then I got in contact with Raheem. He had a exclusive management. Do you remember Raheem?
Yeah, of course. He had Heartbreak NYC.
Yeah, he's like a designer and stuff, dope clothes and stuff. And he came to me. He was like, I have this artist. I want you to shoot a music video for him. And at the time, like, I've never shot any music video at all, so that was really like my test. I went on YouTube, I googled, I researched everything, and then I was in film classes, so I used the cameras from Buff State to get the you know, the right lighting and shit. And from there I spent like a month working on that one video, just trying to learn Premiere, learn effects, and then after I created my first music video, like, I knew what I was doing from there, and that's how everything blew up. Yeah, that's how everything blew up. Made the music video, and then I started doing graphics after that, and then learned After Effects, and yeah, it was just like a...
But how did you fall into the lane that you fell into? Because it was like, you went from being like a visual vlogger, all that stuff, into like strategically doing like parties, events, brands, marketing.
Okay, so let me tell you what happened. Ready? I actually broke... Wow, crazy story. I broke my leg.
Yeah, I remember that.
I broke my ankle. And I had my laptop crash that same week, and I had my camera break because it was in my bag. It didn't break because I fell. It broke because there was juice in the bag. So like the juice busted, and then like everything got inside the camera, whatever. So after that like whole hiatus, I had to really figure out what I wanted to do with my life, because I couldn't do anything. I couldn't dance. I couldn't edit. I couldn't shoot. I couldn't film. I was just stuck. And then what happened was after I broke my camera, I never got a new camera back, but I got my laptop fixed. So I was just like, while I'm here, I should learn other programs that could help me when I do get my camera back. And then I started working on Photoshop, and I started working on After Effects, and I started working on Premiere, and just combining all the Adobe programs together so I can learn how to create without camera. And that's how the flyers came about. I did wow. Since you're having a party with Scotty, this is
shout
crazy.
out to Scotty, June 15th, Wine on the Water, Yacht Affair.
Yeah, get there, get your tickets now. It's gonna be a movie.
We got every great person I could think of with their hands involved in it. Like and ironically, it's kind of crazy that we brought it up, but I kind of started to shift my brand. I guess before it used to be I Am Cletus. Like everything was me doing it by myself, and it was very like the Cletus group, because I've learned, one, everybody is a boss and they do something great. Every great boss doesn't do everything. Like they have many hats, but they don't actually do everything. But they learn how to know delegate. Somebody.
Yeah,
you have to, because if you don't, you're gonna go crazy. Like imagine I have to cook the food for the event. I have to set up the event. I gotta book all the events. I gotta do all the and I was doing that for years, and I was getting worn out and I was getting tired.
You could?
Yeah, I could.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh yeah, I dabble. My mom always told me that you should never, if you don't learn how to cook, you're gonna wait for a woman to cook for you. You're gonna be waiting forever. You know what I mean? Like she really made that very like you should never have to wait for somebody to eat. You should never have to wait for somebody to do the things that you want to do. Right. So yeah, I took on those roles. I could dabble in whatever. I could probably cater my own event, but I think I want to also empower people. I feel like there's this power in being able to put money into your community.
Definitely.
There's power in being able to hire people who look like you, understand your background. Because if you're able to empower people and do good business, it's going to continue.
Right.
Like the reason why I feel like our people sometimes don't, go to the levels that we want to get to, or we're not in those spaces, is just because we don't know how to trust each other and perform great business at a high quality. Right. Like we already underprice our value. We undervalue all the things that we do. Like we don't understand that we have like $1 trillion ideas, and we'll be like, yo, I'll give it to you for $10,000, and that's it.
No,
we got $1 million talents, but I'll do it for like $10 an hour, $15 an hour, just because I gotta put some food on the table and because I need a Metro card.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we don't realize like how much value is in what we bring to the table. So I was like, you know what? I know that you're great at your visuals. I know that Sean is great at his turnover time is crazy fast. I know Design Don is amazing at just taking sound ideas, concepts, and bringing them to life without any questions. Like, and nothing that he puts out is ever the same as anything else.
Right.
And then even just being able to mentor the next person up. Like Scotty, I always trying to have this cosign system. Like I only deal with people that people cosign.
Right.
Like you got your man's here from Queens. He's an artist. You co-signing him automatically, I'm going to make sure he's valid just because of the strength of the quality of person you are. And I feel like if we as a people were to do that more often, I think a lot of the things that we really care about, as well as a lot of things that we want to accomplish, could happen a lot faster.
Happen faster and within our community.
Because we all know each other's qualities and character and moral standing, if that's what it is. If someone's vouching for you, you're not just there because you have all this talent. You're there because someone is putting their reputation on the line for you as well.
Exactly.
So that's what we on, and we just trying to empower. Because at the end of the day, we gonna lift as we climb.
Right. What's the name of the episode again? Uplift Our Brothers.
Uplift up, man. Hashtag put it on a shirt. My brothers. Hashtag we gonna do that. Everything. Hashtag put it on a shirt. Uplift Our Brothers. Hashtag always working. Hashtag you know the face, you know the name. Hashtag talk to me nice. Hashtag Ashley Kendall. Hashtag AK-47 shooters. All right. Like we gonna hashtag everything. Oh, I gotta get some water. So yeah. So where were we at? We was talking about how you got into these visuals and stuff like that, and you're from Queens.
Yes.
So Queens is weird.
Why do you say Queens is weird?
Queens is weird as hell.
Bring it back. Why?
Shout out to my bro, Leave Your Mark Ty. Shout out to all the DJs out of Queens, man. Shout out to Big. Everybody that's really in Queens and that Queens community. But Queens is weird, bro.
Why is Queens? Elaborate.
Queens is weird because it's very cliquey. Like Brooklyn is cliquey, but it's big enough that it ain't like like if you not from here, you like it's weird. It's like Queens is cliquey, but it's cliquey for the wrong reasons. And I feel like sometimes the quality isn't there. And I think sometimes with Queens doesn't have an identity yet. Like they're trying to find an identity. Like they're kind of like Staten Island, no cap. Queens is almost on the same plateau as Staten Island, except with Staten Island, you just don't know what you're gonna get. Like at least with Queens has a lot of people that really come from great areas that just want to be in bad situations.
Am
I capping?
Nah,
I'm not capping.
I feel you. People want to be gangster
People
so
want to be
bad.
so tough. People,
Yeah,
and I'm not saying that
not
Queens
you.
don't got that. Queens definitely has that. Queens has mad talent. Y'all got legends. Like Queens has bare legends.
LL, 50, Nicki, who else?
Nas, like y'all got bare, like Chinks, rest
yeah.
in peace. Like y'all got straight legends, but it's like there's not a swag there, man. Like there's not a like everybody want to be viral people. Everybody want to be in the mix.
I see your point.
Everybody
Yeah.
wants to be the guy, but I'm like, bro, Queens gets the money. Why can't Queens get the money and create the realms that they want to create for themselves? Like, I don't get that. Like, I'm from Staten Island. Staten Island is a different place. Staten Island is versatility at its finest.
Really?
What makes us great is our versatility. You can't pinpoint a dude from Staten Island.
I mean,
would you know I'm from Staten Island if I pulled up on you?
Because
you wouldn't.
In Buffalo, I assume that everybody's from Brooklyn that goes to Buffalo, but I wouldn't think Staten Island. Staten Island would be the last place that I pinpoint. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's versatility and everything. You never know what you gonna get. In Staten Island, you'll meet the hoodest dude that loves Indian Punjabi movies and knows how to do the bachata, and probably loves Italian mobster films more than anybody else, and can ball and probably swim.
I'm weak and can swim. Get you a nigga can swim.
Hashtag get you a nigga who can swim. Hashtag can swimming in them, yeah. Hashtag swimming in them, yeah. Get that vibes going. We gonna learn how to swim in 2019, 2020. We trying to be in Dubai in the water. You know the vibes. Yeah.
Good jet.
So now Queens, right?
Yeah.
Queens weird. What is Queens like for you? Like for being a creative in Queens? Because right now I recently just got involved with the creatives on Staten Island, and like they're all Indian white and have black punk rock, black like, nail polish on their nails. What is the creative scene for you like in Queens? And are you embraced in your own town?
Okay. I think the creative scene in Queens is based off where you live, where you go to high school. That all is a big factor. So I think like the big high school period is like LaGuardia. I didn't go to LaGuardia, fuck LaGuardia, whatever. I went to Dozo.
Shout out to Dozo.
Shout out to Dozo. And Dozo was like a predominantly Asian school, but our little black community that we did have, we were all close and involved. So I was cheerleading captain, I was dance team captain, I was like always doing shit that was creative, and my community, my peers are all in that scene. Like I have a best friend named Jonathan, he works here actually, he's a DJ. Other best friend, she does videography, she's actually the goat, she also works here. And yeah, I feel like if you want to be creative in Queens, it's just something that you have to do, like you would want to do. You have to put yourself in those positions to do so. If you want to do it, just go to those places. You can't stay in your house and then be like, oh shit, I want to do this, and then not do it.
Yeah, that's not how it's gonna go.
But I think that's with anywhere though, not just Queens. Like with anywhere, you have to put yourself in a position to do what you want to do. If you want to be a creative, you can be.
See, I think Queens low key should become a media hub.
Why do you say that? Because
you got people like Smack White and URL TV. You got Queens Flip. You got some podcasting centers. You got all these dudes that want to be viral doing the most. You have Amazura that could be more than just parties. You know what I'm saying? Queens is the only place besides Brooklyn that has actually affordable facilities for bigger places, like bigger venues. Like Staten Island doesn't have bigger venues. Manhattan doesn't have parking for bigger venues. Yeah. Queens is going to give you both the parking and the accessibility.
Right.
I just feel like I said, Queens is weird to me because I feel like a lot of the talent that I meet coming out of Queens, they're shortchanging themselves. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we still gonna put our brothers on, man. Yeah,
it'll get there when it needs to get there. Everything will happen in due time. Queens is definitely coming up. So
what's next for you? Where we at with it?
Wow. I have a lot of things that I'm like, my mind is attached to. Videography. I actually like do music too. For those who don't
do music.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm in the perfect position to really venture out and do whatever I want, because whatever I want to do, like I can meet anybody here and be like, hey, this is what I want to do, and then they're like, oh, I know this person, I'll put you onto this. You know, we have a show every month. Who's next at SOBs? SOBs is right down the block. So if I make, you know, enough music to get there, I'll do that. I don't know. But Right now, I'm just finding myself. Now that I'm in this position, I'm just going outside more, experiencing life. I feel like because I'm in a new atmosphere, I have to change my perspective and the way that I view the world. So my work evolves with me. And once I figure out exactly what I want to put my effort into, whether it be videography, graphic design, or music, that's what I'll do. Because I'm not like one person that does one thing. I do many things. It's just when.
And it's weird because I feel like our generation, there's a lot of us like that. And the traditional model of things are be great at one thing and everything else is a hobby.
Right.
Whereas it can't be that way anymore. It's like,
you have to do everything.
You gotta do, because everybody can do everything. Like, everyone knows how to make a Instagram page and take pictures, and they could do it quicker than you with probably more resources than you because they come from environments that they could get their hands on certain things, and they're connected to the right people. So with us, we can't rely on just plan A.
Right. You have to have plan B, C, D,
E, F, and have the skill set to produce in all of those realms. And things are just a lot more expensive now. So you have, like, we are a people of side hustles. I think, like, the money, we need to have so many streams of money coming in, because if we don't, just off a 9 to 5 alone, you're not going to get it.
It's not going to work. Not going to work.
Not at all. So, my last question before we go is, because we usually go for like an hour, but I know, you're in business and everything, and you got things to do. But what is the process for you? What is the process for you when you create? So, and I'm saying that in all aspects, mostly like with your flyers and visuals. How do you take a concept like Wine on the Water, for example, and then bring it to life? Because you are responsible for bringing to life the visual aspects of, like, the event itself. Like, yes, Don's sole purpose is to create the initial flyer.
Right.
So he's going to set the tone of what, the flyer and what the event is supposed to look like from what I've disclosed to him. But now you're supposed to take in and actually bring emotion to it, bring some life to it. So what is your process like to even make that happen?
Well, first what I do is I always ask my client for a song, because I go off your vibe. And when I listen to the song, I listen to how the song makes me feel, what I envision when I hear the song, and then try to bring whatever feeling that I heard from that song into the video or the flyer. And that's how the process usually goes. Once I have that theme in my head, I work in the dark with the lights off. I get me a little snack, maybe, bun me up a little spliff for me.
Get a little vibes.
Don't bother me. I'm chilling. And then next couple hours, boom. And I'm just like, oh my God, I did that. Like, every single time I create something, I don't even believe that I made it. But it's just like, wow, I did it. So yeah, that's how that goes.
Crazy. So I'm very big on putting people on, like we spoke about. And I'm very big on supporting those who come, those who came up with you, those that's grinding with you. I'm not like a vertical connector kind of guy. I'm more horizontal. Just because I believe that eventually we gonna be the people that's gonna be the gatekeepers. It's just a matter of time. Right. So right now, I think the official song for this is gonna be Don Dada's. I'm going to and this is shout out to my bro Don Dada from Staten Island. He doesn't know this yet, but his song will be the official song. Him and Balika, one of my artists from Louisiana, Jonesboro, Louisiana to be exact. Shout out to Zone 4 for real. They have 2 songs, and I'm gonna make those songs the official songs for the party. So the first one's gonna be called 12. It's called 12 Play Interlude, and then the next song is gonna be called Cruise. Okay. So I'm gonna send you both those songs. I'm probably gonna attach them to this, and after that, we gonna have a movie, like I said, June 15th.
June 15th, Wine on the Water, baby. Get it poppin'. Get your tickets now. It's going fast.
What are you expecting? Because I'm. Everybody has to say it's a group thing. What are you expecting from this?
The last yacht party that I went to, I will not lie to you, it was trash. It was just too many people unconnected, and I really wish that this yacht party, it doesn't matter who you are, where you came from, we all like this song, we're all gonna dance, we're all gonna vibe out. I might even share my spliff if I'm feeling friendly type of vibe, you know? I want everybody to be connected. I want people to leave with memories like, wow, this was a great time. So that's what I expect.
So last thing, we will be having a artist showcase on the boat. I just finished today going to the yacht. Shout out to Empire Cruises in New York City for all the support and allowing me to do these events there. But yeah, we have like a whole 3rd floor area. I call it the 420 section, and I want everybody to be able to come out. All these rappers will be in attendance. All these different A&Rs. DJ Johnny's on the ones and twos. Hot 97's very own. Fire Skull, so from Buffalo, from Bronx. We have Famous J.
Famous J.
That's Scotty's right hand man. So without a doubt, we gotta support Scotty. You know, it's his birthday, so we gonna make sure he having a good fight. And last but not least, Staten Island's very own Father Forbes. Very elite, and he's going to shell people. He's not one of those people that's gonna be on some cute stuff. He's here to show you.
Right.
Like, he's elite. Just, you know. So yeah, we just trying to make sure that everything that we do is a movie, and this is the official song of the party. So if you feel, when I'm done sending this to you, I want you to catch a vibe off this, get a feel of this, and know what this is like. This is a party.
This is Dawn.
This is my bro, Staten Island. We got some stuff in the works.
I like this. He's different. Sounds different. Hey.
Shorty, I just wanna lick you up and down from head to toe. Talking spicy, I just wanna see them lace things hit the
Yeah, man, we got a great event coming. So Wine on the Water, June 15th. Make sure y'all get them tickets. I'm here with the one and only Ashley Kendall. Where can they find you at?
You can find me on Instagram, Kendall Ashley 2_. My work page, Shot by AK97, spelled how it sounds. And yeah.
I appreciate your time and everything that you brought to the table. Y'all know the vibes, man. Y'all know the face. Y'all know the name. Mr. Talk to Me Nice. Don't talk to me at all. Mr. Be Like Butter. That's the brand. We gonna push that. We gonna run that. If you need snacks and munchies, pull up to my deli on Staten Island, 3240 Richmond Terrace, 10303. Peace International Market. Black owned. We only buying where we be hired and where that money will be spent right back into our communities. Black dollars do matter. And yeah, keep it locked. Y'all know the face. Y'all know the name. Over here, talk ain't cheap, and he's usually not that deep.